I'm Chaz Hogan, Aussie Journo, here at the home ground of Lokomotiva ahead of the final day of the Croatian season. Now, after shitting themselves last weekend, Jarun now need to win here and also hope for a big favour from Rijeka, who are facing Dinamo Zagreb. Yeah, good luck.
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Jarun on the Impossible Dream. It is Season 4, Episode 14 today, the final episode of the season. It's been a memorable season in so many ways, but maybe not for the right reasons in the league, because we are now, it's out of our hands. We have at Lokomotiva, we have to win. Rijeka need to take something off of Zagreb. Now, a reminder, a draw is not good enough for us, because if we draw and even if Dinamo lose, we'd both be on 80 points. And that would mean that they would win it because they hold the head-to-head over us. So we have to win, and Rijeka just have to take something. Obviously, if it's a draw, then we'll be a point ahead of them. If they win, then that'll be fantastic as well. Now, what is making this a little bit more tricky for us is in the cup, because the cup final is Dinamo Zagreb versus Rijeka. Now, the first leg was played midweek. It was a 1-0 win, as you can see there, for Dinamo. But the return leg, obviously, is going to be at Rijeka. Now, you would imagine, and I don't blame them for this, if you're Rijeka, I mean, you're keeping your best team fresh for the second leg of that final, aren't you? Because there's a chance for you to win something, whereas in the league, what do they care who wins the league, really? So that hurts us, definitely, because, you know, I mean, maybe both teams are sending out a second 11, but you'd imagine Dinamo would be pretty keen to win the league, and yeah, Rijeka probably less so. But anyway, let's go and see what we're doing here. We are expecting a 4-4-2 out of Lokomotiva. Now, of course, they beat us at home, and that in many ways sort of stuffed up our league campaign. But we've only got ourselves to blame because we got back on track after that. But anyway, this is the team that we are sending out. It is Nasevic in goal. Zebic, Demjanic, and Rakic will be the back three. Havoy and Rovis will be in midfield. Bosanjak in behind. Kakavenga, I'm giving him a chance against his former team to make up for the fact that he cost us in the game last time. And Persa is going to be the advanced playmaker. I've not been completely convinced by Tolik and Nunez in recent games, so they're both going to start on the bench here. Obviously, they're there if we need them. It is Philip versus Tommy G up front. There is Golden Boot glory at the club on the line here as well. Tommy G currently 1 goal ahead of Philip, so let's hope a little bit of friendly competition will drive them into the goals this one as well. Alright, so we can see the team sheet there. Now, one name to point out is this Tushi guy. He is very good in the air and has scored a lot of goals against us. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. This guy's quite good as well. Wagbe or Wagbe, or however you want to say that. There is a few decent players. I mean, they're third in the league. They have been sort of best of the rest if you consider ourselves and... yeah, let's give the fans let's do it for the fans. Yeah, if you consider ourselves and Dinamo sort of the big two, then, you know, Lokomotiva's next behind us. All right, and for the final time this year, let's do this. Yeah, it's just disappointing, isn't it? It was such a dominant performance against Hajduk that we lost last time out, and I mean, even if there'd been a draw in that one, you know, it's one of those that that just means any sort of slip up from Dinamo would have got it there for us. But yeah, we've just had a tougher run in. You know, Hajduk away is a tough game. Lokomotiva away is a tough game. But where we've lost it is obviously Lokomotiva at home is a game that ideally we would have won. And just earlier on in the year, you know, as I said last episode, we were bottom of the league for a period. So it's difficult to do that and then expect to come back and win the title. I think we've done very well to get ourselves back in the race. Here we go with Persa. It's fallen for Tommy G, and he gives us the lead. He's 22nd of the season. And an early lead, that is huge. We'll go back to positive. We don't need to be throwing men forward here. Goal difference doesn't matter. We have to have more points than Dinamo. But Kakavenga and Persa, yeah, nicely done between them. And, I mean, if it had gone over him, Philip was standing there unmarked as well. So there was probably either of them could have scored, but it's gone to Tommy G now. We need to defend properly. And like I say, this is a team that has a lot of good players. One thing that is really starting to, I've noticed is, I mean, we have some good young players coming through our academy. There is a lot of good young players in the league, and Nasevic has made a good save there. One thing I think I couldn't decide, but I think we want to play a higher line here. The way that they score their goals, it's sort of an even split, basically, between crosses into the box for that Tolshi guy, or Tushi, or through balls. But we have, in the past, Tushi has been the guy that has scored against us, so I think we'll push up and try and stop that happening. Now, no, because they haven't scored yet, so it's still scoreless in Rijeka. Yeah, we've all just got to become massive Rijeka fans here, don't we? But like I say, I mean, if I was them, I would be putting out anybody that's not going to play. As Rovers has a chance, Rovers has a goal. It's 2-0. So we're taking care of business very nicely. Obviously, it might just be too little, too late. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the board thinks of the season. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think of the season as well. I think we've done okay. Given that we've had a lot of change with signings coming in and out. First season in Europe, and it's always tough, that first season in the as defending champions, because it is going to take a little bit of time to to get combinations going. Havoy hits the post. So it's an adjustment period for me as well to learn, when I'm so used to having basically one team that can go out there and I know what they can do, and I can pick that team and everybody, as long as everybody's fit. And it's only injuries that really forced me into changes. Obviously, here is Phillip picks up a bit of a loose clearance, and Elias Phillip gets number 21. So there's a 1-goal gap in the golden boot for the club. It's 3-0, 20-odd minutes in. And, I mean, we are definitely playing with the handbrake off here, it looks like, aren't we? There's no nerves whatsoever, but this strike from Phillip, that's quite good. Maybe the goalkeeping's not brilliant, but it's a very good strike. And, I mean, maybe, this puts a bit of pressure on Dinamo now at Rijeka. They know that they have to score. Do they come out? Does that allow Rijeka to go and nick one on the break, I wonder? Again, don't know if these things are coded into the game at all. It might not make any difference, but certainly in real life, you'd think that this would be filtering through, and there'd be a little bit of extra nerves in the Dinamo side. But yeah, the other thing that's been kind of frustrating, because the title's been sort of dangling there for so long, what it's not enabled me to do is really give much game time to some of the youngsters that are coming through. I would ideally at the end of the season have liked to been able to do that. But we've not had that chance, obviously. Purser gets it in. Tommy G with a goal. His 23rd of the season. And it is officially a rout. And we might be able to get some game time in there now for some of the youngsters. Brigic is one I'd like to bring on, because I think he's going to be a big part of the squad moving forward, if not next season. It's probably a good as time as any to have a bit of a chat about my plans for the off-season. I think what I'm looking to do this off-season is move our squad forward from someone who is... I mean, you look, a lot of this team we signed with the idea of staying in the division. And we need to, I think, move past that now, as Tinavoy with a chance to whip a cross in. And it's Phillip, keeps it in. Purses there, it's 5. It is ridiculous. And let's hope that Rijeka don't let us down here. But yeah, I think there's players that are almost at the peak value that we're going to get for them. Someone like Tommy G, who has been brilliant, don't get me wrong. But we signed him from a team that had been relegated from the second tier when we came up. And he's done a very good job for us. But is that the sort of player that's going to win us something in Europe? I mean, he's done well this year, so maybe that's a penalty, isn't it? Havoy has been hacked down from behind. It's a reckless tackle. That Milicevic actually is a decent left back. I've looked into signing him, and it is Tommy G for the hat trick. Tommy G misses a penalty. So we've missed a few recently, having said not that long ago that we don't miss many. There's a ball into towards the back post. Of course, it's okay. Missing a penalty at 5-0 is not the end of the world, is it? So we can take that. But there it is, 5-0 at the break. That has been absolutely epic. I think we just got to try and keep it going. And we will make a couple of changes. So let's get Brigic on for Bosanjak. Bracalo's not had much game time recently. I wouldn't mind... There's probably a decision to be made on him, actually, because I did sign him as a star player, as sort of first choice. Rovers, though, has been so good that he's basically made himself undroppable. So there is definitely a decision for me to make there as to what we do. And there's nobody else. I haven't signed Pranjic to a new deal yet. I still think I'm going to. But I won't bring him on just yet. I don't think it's going to be it. Let's do it now. Let's do the old halftime contract negotiation. Squad player. Can we get him as a fringe player? If he would like to sign as a fringe player, that would be useful. So he looks like he's going to do that. Can I get him for 650 now? Saves me having to re-add all the bonuses. 650, 2 years. I can offer you more bonuses now, mate, because we are in a better position financially than we were when this contract was initially negotiated. So yeah, let's see what he thinks of that. He still wants a bit too much money. What about some bonuses there? 750. Come on, mate. 750. All right. He's bent me over, but that's okay. That's okay. He's been a very good player for us, and hopefully that means he doesn't need a farewell appearance today. Yeah, I mean, someone like Bekanic as well. He's not really good enough for Europe, and he's not really, truth be told, he's been dropped for the league. Now, Zebic is leaving, and this guy is probably not coming back because they've been done nothing but complain about how much game time he's had. So we are going to need centre-backs. And the other one is Rakic. He is probably good enough for the league, to be honest. But he's another one that if we're looking to do a big upgrade of the squad, have the jerseys changed at half time? They seem a lot more similar all of a sudden. Anyway, yeah, having, as I just said, we need to. Oh, that's not really the start we wanted. Although it's an hour in, so it's hardly the start. Yeah, maybe Rakic could be another one that leaves, but again, we've got to we've got to get replacements in first. Am I blind, or do they all look a lot darker now? Is it time of day, I wonder? Anyway, that's just all a little bit weird. Let's give them some praise. We've been doing well. Yes, I've been distracted. I haven't seen a score come in from. They've got a rocket, haven't they, at half time? I suspect. Although, like I say, we are an hour in, so it's not like they've just come out and got going again here. But yeah, I haven't seen a score yet from Rijeka. So, I mean, the thing is, I mean, they're both going to be distracted in theory by the cup final. But Dinamo still have a lot to play for here. Elias Fillet is in. He's taken one off the goalkeeper's legs, underside of the crossbar. And he is now on a hat-trick as well. And I think, having seen Tommy G get the chance for a hat-trick and miss the penalty, if we get another penalty, I think it's only fair to give Elias Fillet the chance. Yeah, Goalkeeper's not had a great game, in truth, has he? Goalkeeper's another position. Have we seen enough of Nasevic to say, yes, he's our man? He is very good aerially. I think we could probably do a little bit better. Priscilla, I'm a little bit concerned about injuries with. He's dislocated his shoulder here. I think he broke his arm earlier on. Now, the broken arm, you could say, is a little bit of bad luck. Someone who has dislocated his shoulder, they don't get better. I mean, they heal, but they don't. They're never the same. So that is something that makes me think almost instantly he's not our man, because that could become a weak point for him. As Nasevic has made a good save there. But one thing too that is becoming available to us, because we now have the worldwide scouting, and I'm still constantly trying to bring in more and more scouts, so we get more and more players that we can look at. There's different better players coming in all the time. Now we have a certain amount of foreign players that we can have, as Nasevic has done well there. So yeah, it's a little bit of an interesting. Rijeka's 2-0 up. I just saw that. Rijeka is 2-0 up. We're going to win this league. There's 15 minutes to go maximum with stoppages, and Rijeka's 2-0 up. It's crossed in. It's headed towards goal by Tommy G. Bracalo loses out. Oh, I mean, we're not going to concede 5. Are they going to score 2 or 3? Because they have to win. A draw's not good enough for them, as Hakavenga gives away a foul. He's had a better game here, hasn't he? I still think he is a good signing. He certainly had a slow start with us, but I still think there is a good player there, and I wouldn't say I regret signing him, not yet anyway. But we're about to enter stoppage time. We've got this one. I still haven't seen anything come through from Rijeka in terms of a Dinamo goal back. So that could mean... I mean, it's the title no one wants to win, isn't it? Ball in. Nastevic, oh, he can't get there. And Tushi gets another goal against us. He's one of these... He's quickly becoming the sort of player we need to sign just so he doesn't score against us anymore. He's one of the Ap Gareths of this world. Nastevic, I don't blame him for going for that, to be honest. He possibly should have got there. But the man he's going against is just very, very strong in the air. Now it's 3-0 for Rijeka. We've won the title. On the final day, we've come from nowhere. We're not going to get a trophy presentation, but that's okay. Second half was a completely different kettle of fish, wasn't it? But it doesn't matter. We won it in the first leg, first half even, and we've won the title on the final day. So there it is. They have stuff that are unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I can't believe we've come from last to win it. 82 points. What a season we've had. So that is Champions League again next year. We've retained the title and the initial budget. So we've got £7 million to spend. 70 grand a week on wages. We have moved up the list now. So are we third? We're third all time already. There we go. I've entered the Hall of Fame, so well done to me. And we've somehow retained that title. There'll be studies done on this. How have we managed to do that? And let's be fair. I mean, 4 assists for Persa. That's huge. The changes worked as well, so that's good. That was a bit of a risk that I took there. But guys, we're champions again. We've come from nowhere to do it. Wait right there. End of season awards. Goal of the season. There's a party to be had here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Jarun end of season award. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I can't take all the credit. It was Dinamo. Dinamo are the real heroes here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you and welcome to our end of season awards. 2-time defending champions. And, you know, the boys tried really hard. They didn't give up all season, but I think we can all agree, big thanks to Dinamo Zagreb. They thought we deserved the title more than they did, and I agree with them. It's very good of them to actually let us win it. So well done, Dinamo. It won't be repaid. It's just your kindness will not be repaid. First award this evening is the Golden Pen, awarded to this season's signing of the season. And, you know, I only really make good signings, don't I? But this guy wouldn't have been my first pick, but let's hope he gets better next season. So congratulations. The winner is Ivan Nasevic. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with the worst discipline. And this guy, I mean, we just don't get booked. We don't get red cards. We're a very boring team in that sense. But 5 red cards, that'd be worthy of it. 5 yellow cards to win the Golden Card. I'm not sure it's worth it. But anyway, congratulations, Luka Rakic. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the player who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. And this guy has been up right at the top of this category, season in, season out, since we almost took over, I think. So congratulations, the Golden Spoon with 15 assists goes to Miel Rovers. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the player that we can rely on, the man with the highest average match rating. And 7.48 was enough to win the award this season. Let's get that pushing up a little bit higher towards 8 overall. But congratulations. Get back up here, Miel Rovers. The next award is from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross, awarded to this season's most injured player. And I tell you what, Rovers has a lot to thank this guy for, because he was going to be second choice this year, Miel. I don't want to, shake your boat or anything, but he's supposed to be doing first choice duty like you did. But that is because this guy missed 42% of the season. So congratulations, the Golden Cross goes to Philip Bracalo. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And to be honest, I'm very close to calling shenanigans on this. The guy's like 27 or something. But anyway, he's probably worth something for what he did this season. So congratulations goes to Igor Matanovic. The next award is the Golden Boot, awarded to this season's top goal scorer, and it was a hotly fought contest between the two boys up front, but in the end, with 23 goals, coming out in front was Tommy G. Now it's time to award the horse's ass, and it was a clear winner this season, I have to say. When you break your club transfer record by double, 2.5 million essentially we spent on him, and he goes and gives away a goal against his former team that, it should have cost us the title, really. So congratulations, the horse's ass goes to Lucas Kakavenga. Now it's time to acknowledge this season's Viewers Player of the Year. I want to thank Mr. Turpy for nominating. Nobody else did, but there was a huge response. You all took your warning. And there was a huge response on the voting. So I can tell you comprehensively, with the best part of 90-something% of the vote, the winner is Elias Fillet. Now it is time to acknowledge this season's Team of the Year. If you do just direct your eyes up to the board, you will see the goalkeeper is Priscilla. The back three is Bekenic, Zebic, and Rakic. Your wingbacks are Rovis and Havoy. The midfield trio is Dashka, Purser, and Tolik. And the front two are, of course, Tommy G and Fillet. Congratulations, boys. You've all had wonderful seasons. Let's hope for more of the same next season. Well done. And now it's time to award the Golden Star for this season's best player. And, it's difficult to split a team that have, done what we did this year. Back-to-back titles. Really, shaking some bars in the Champions League as well. But I think this guy is just about worthy of it. And he's been here for a little while as well, which is always nice. Not one of these Johnny-come-latelys. So congratulations. The winner is Miel Roberts. Well done. Congratulations to Roberts and the rest of the winners this evening. It's been a magnificent season. And I'm thinking next season, let's go for 3 in a row domestically. And let's see if we can rattle a few more cages in the Champions League as well, shall we? We're going to have a big summer. Lots of money to spend as well, which is nice. I look forward back to seeing you all back at whatever stadium we're at next season. And hopefully, eventually, we'll have a stadium of our own. But enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you next season. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget to laugh at Dinamo on your way home. So there we go, end of season awards are done for the year. Let's have a look at this. So we got grades this year. Excellent. So our signing of the year, the golden pen was... Where's the golden pen here? Why can't I see the golden pen? There it is there. So it was the goalkeeper, Nasivic, which is fair enough. Only a C+. I mean, he was very, very cheap, which is probably part of it. Subaric was a backup goalkeeper, so we got a B+ for him. Bracalo was an A+ signing, because his broken leg really hampered him this year, didn't it? Bosanjak is a B. Bit of a fee on that one, perhaps, is why. Purser was an A+, because he was a free transfer. What a signing he's turned out to be. Dan Yamic, an A+, for a 1.2 million signing. That's not too bad. Tinovoy, really like him, 180 grand. He's better than a B-. Zabic on loan and Priscilla on loan for nothing, are obviously A+ signings. Mentanovic, an A+ as well. Kakavenga, we haven't seen the best of him yet. I'm fairly convinced by that. He was a B+. This guy, 75 grand, may well be leaving in the summer. This was a loan signing. Dekic, a B-. I still think he might be okay for us. And this was an A-. This is the guy we picked up with on a non-contract. So that is all well and good. Transfers out. Did anybody leave and do anything? I forgot about Mena. So he's gone off to Alianza. That sounds like is that a Peruvian club, maybe? He's done okay for himself. Jegovic, playing in the lower leagues. Karamatic, we didn't see him really since the early days. Stankovic didn't do much. Smolio made a place for himself on the bench. Karabatic, now he was the big lad we signed first season. Yeah, Graf was a youngster that didn't think was going to make it. It hasn't really gone off and done anything. So, Owen Pajic, he went off to Dijon, who loved to overpay us for maybe players that weren't quite what they could have been, and he's not really played either. So that's all well and good. Season results, an A+ for winning the league. Look at the start of the season we had. It was horrid, wasn't it? And somehow we've managed to come back and win that Champions League. Only a B+. Thought we did okay, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, we were always going to struggle in the league phase, weren't we? But anyway, and the cup, a C-, fair enough. We kind of sacrificed that, to be fair. So, yeah, fair enough. I don't get a great grade for that one. 11-0 was the record win. Match to remember, the 4-3 against Rijeka. And I will say that Rijeka actually beat Dinamo in the cup final. So Dinamo have got absolutely nothing out of this season, which is obviously hilarious. Goal of the season, it was a Tolic effort back in December in the 5-1 win over Istra. We'll come back to that, of course, in a moment. Finances, we are a 3-star reputation team. Ideally, we'll continue to improve that. The finances, as you would imagine, playing in the Champions League were much, much better. Kakavenga is the most popular shirt with Tolic, Fillet, Pranjic, and Purser. As the other ones, you wondered there's a little bit of a record transfer fee in that one. We barely saw him when we did. He was giving the ball away in stoppage time. So, team of the season. Priscilla, fair enough, I'd say. Still not completely convinced if we want to sign him permanently or not. I mean, he's a good goalkeeper, but there might be better available. Defense, fair enough for the most part, I would say. Damjanic probably should be there in place of Bacanic, if I'm honest, but that's okay. Havoy and Rovers, that's fine. The midfield looks more or less fair enough. And Fillet and Tommy G up front, I think, were fair enough as well. The accolades. Oh, the accolades. So, Fans Player of the Year was Rovers. Young player of the season was Matanovic at 24. That really annoys me. They should have to be under 20 or something, surely. Under 21 at a max. Signing of the year, we just saw that was Nasevic. Goal of the season we'll come back to. Top goal scorer was Tommy G. Rovers was the most assists. Most man of the match awards, not something we give out on the night, of course, but that went to Fillet. Highest average match rating with Rovers. Most passes per 90 minutes was Bacanic. Did I do away with that award this season? I think I did, didn't I? Mainly because the bullseye is looking a little rough. So records. Fillet for most goals in a match. Rovers for assists was all a record. Priscilla with 10 clean sheets. Not bad considering he didn't play half the season. Dashka is our most capped player now with 141. He may not get to 150 if we get a good bid for him this summer. Fillet is the top goal scorer at the club's history. So well done to him. Hovsenic was the youngest player. We got a record transfer fee as well, and Fillet broke the fastest goal record as well. So a lot to reflect over there, but we defended the title out of really nowhere. So that is just magnificent stuff. Now, as I said, Dinamo did lose the cup final, which is hilarious. The other thing to catch you up on quickly, Pranjic has signed that 2-year extension, so he will be here on £750 a week for the foreseeable future. And there is the wrap-up of the cup. Just hilarious stuff. Dinamo. I just dislike. I've never had a problem with them in real life until now. Now I absolutely can despise them. So this brings us, of course, to goal of the season. You can see our overall best 11 so far there. As ever, there will be a link in the description. There will be the Tolic goal plus 3 others I deem worthy for you to choose between. So at the end of the little compilation here, make sure that you click the link below. Go to the straw poll, and I will announce the goal of the season early next season. But for now, this is it. This is our team of the series so far. We have retained our Champions League spot. We are champions. We've got 7 million to spend next episode, and it is just generally speaking all happy days. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, nah, unlikely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change, I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness, I just wanna be greatness, I just wanna be greatness.
And here are our top 4 goals from the 26-27 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little vice in. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste me, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate me, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent, I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it, I'll take a fat loss just to learn.